Okay, one of the things I like to do is record a lot of my lessons. This allows you to watch it at your own pace. You can pause, you can rewind, you can watch it at home, you can watch it if you're sick, if you're on a field trip, whatever. So what I'm going to do is do the lesson right on the screen, just like I'd write on the whiteboard. That means you're still taking notes. If I write it down, you're writing it down. And if you need to pause it and write yourself some notes, some little sentences, then go ahead and do that. All right, some terms we need to know. A monomial. We know mono means one. What do monomials look like? Could be a 3, could be a -4, could be a 6x, could be a -2x squared. Those are all monomials. How about a binomial? Bi means 2. What would some binomials look like? Maybe an x plus 3, maybe an x squared minus 7. Each of those have 2 terms, makes it a binomial. Trinomials obviously have 3 terms. X squared plus 2x minus 3 we classify as a trinomial. 4x squared minus 5x plus 6 classifies as a trinomial. And all of these are polynomials. Poly being the key word, many. We don't know exactly how many, but more than one. Easy stuff. Another thing we need to know about is standard form. And all standard form means is our exponents decrease. You may have seen this before, and you probably already know it inherently. Let's look at an example. 4x cubed plus 5x squared minus x plus 9. Ask ourselves, is this in standard form? Of course, because R3, R2, our exponent of 1, which is hiding, and our x to the 0, which is hiding, are decreasing. 3, 2, 1, 0. Perfect. So this is standard form. Another thing we need to know about a polynomial is how to know its degree. Its degree, let's make that red, is easy. It is the largest exponent. So the degree of this polynomial is 3. If I asked you what degree is the polynomial, you would say it has a degree of 3. The other thing we need to know is the leading coefficient. When you lead, you're out front. It's the coefficient of the first term. And as long as you put it in standard form, it's always going to be right out there to the left. So this polynomial is in standard form. Its degree is 3. Its leading coefficient is 4. Basic stuff. Let's do some actual problems, Mr. Repka. I know, sounds good. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you 4 polynomials. We're going to use these throughout our examples. 3x squared plus 5x plus 2. 4x squared minus 7x minus 1. 5x squared plus 8. And x squared minus 3x plus 4. This is exactly how your homework will look. I will just give you a list of polynomials. Now we're going to do some problems. For instance, what if I asked you to do a plus b? Book, website, worksheet you look at might show this one of 2 ways. I will do it 2 ways only to help you figure out which way you want to do these. One way is vertically, kind of adding like you have done since first or second grade, or maybe even before that. And of course my pen sometimes doesn't want to cooperate, but that's okay. Now if I do this vertically, the important thing is that my terms line up. You notice I have my numbers, my x's, and my x squareds vertically aligned. So now I can just say 2 minus 1 is a positive 1. 5x minus 7x is negative 2x. And 3x squared plus 4x squared is 7x squared. And again, you could do that horizontally if you wanted. So you could just write it like this. And the only thing you have to do here is make sure you add your like terms. 3x squared plus 4x squared. I'm going to use colors for now, but I'm not going to do this forever because it takes too long. 5x squared, 5x minus 7x, 2 minus 1. Okay, vertically, horizontally, I don't care how you do it. I just want you to get the right answer. If you ask me, I pretty much do them horizontally. But again, I don't mind which way you decide to do it. Let's try A plus C. And the nice thing about these videos, you can watch and just write down, or if you're feeling brave, hit pause, do it on your own, and then hit play and see if you have the answer. So A is 3x squared plus 5x plus 2. C is 5x squared plus 8. And I'm doing it horizontally, obviously. So I add my 3x squared and my 5x squared and get 8x squared. There's nothing to add to 5x. 2 plus 8 is 10. If you chose to do it vertically, you have to be careful. And that's why I left this, tried to get this out of the way early. Look where the 5x squared goes. And look how we have a gap. Because C, our C formula, has no x term, so we had to leave a gap there. So if you're doing it vertically, again, numbers, x's, x squareds, and then you would continue if you had x cubes, x to the fourths, x to the fifths, have to be aligned. All right, so horizontal, vertical, I don't care. Just vertical, make sure that you get everything in the right column. We're going to do another one. Again, if you want to be brave, hit pause and try it yourself. Go ahead and do that, because hey, it doesn't matter. You're going to get the right. You're going to see the right answer, so you can try it on your own. What's 4b? What's 4 times our b polynomial? Well, I'd write 4, and I'd write my b polynomial, 4x squared minus 7x minus 1. I have to distribute. I'll use a colored arrow for that. Hopefully it'll want to work. 4 times that, 4 times that, 4 times that, and keep track of my signs. So 16x squared minus 28x minus 4. Easy, I know. How about we do 3 more? What if we did D minus B? Ooh, subtract. Do you want to try it on your own, or do you think you better watch me do it? Like I said, you can try it. I like people that are brave. But this one, look what I'm doing here. Something very specific. I put all of the B polynomial in parentheses. So what does that really mean? That negative has to distribute. So it's going to become negative 4x squared positive 7, positive 1. And that's what happens when you take a negative times all three terms. Oh, man. So when we subtract, especially when we subtract, remember to distribute the negative sign or the minus, however you want to think about it, in front of the parentheses to every single term inside the parentheses. These could be things that you could be maybe writing down in red pen if you have one, or big stars, or a highlighter, so you don't forget that. Now we just do x squared minus 4x squared, negative 3x squared, negative 3x plus 7x, positive 4x, positive 4 plus 1, positive 5. Two more. What if we had 2a plus 2b? Well, that means I have to take 2 times my a polynomial plus 2 times my b polynomial. That's 6x squared plus 10x plus 2 plus 8x squared minus 14x minus 2. I don't need that parentheses. Yeah, whatever. Sorry. Combine our like terms. Oh, I'm sorry. I copied down the problem wrong. My polynomial is 3x squared plus 5x plus 2. Sorry about that. So that makes this a 4. Oops. All right, now let's add some like terms. 6x squared and 8x squared is 14x squared. 10x minus 14x is negative 4x, and 4 minus 2 is positive 2. One more. Let's see if we can get it done in a minute and a half. That's what I have left for our recording. We're going to try b minus a plus d. All right, let's go b, 4x squared minus 7x minus 1 minus a, let's keep that in parentheses, 3x squared plus 5x plus 2, and then add d. And since it's adding, it doesn't need parentheses. We know that the negative inside, or in front of here, will change all the signs. Everything else stays the same. And you notice that I'm rewriting this, and if you looked in my notebook, I would rewrite this entire thing, just so we don't make any mistakes. Let's combine like terms. 4x squared minus 3x squared plus x squared equals 2x squared. Negative 7x minus 5x minus 3x, negative 15x, and negative 1 minus 2 plus 1, or plus 4 is positive 1.